Welcome to C++ programming under EPG Pathshala. Today we will start with module 39, exception handling. We use signals in everyday life to notify that a particular event has occurred. To understand the concept of exception handling, we can take an example of an American football game. In a football game, when the player does any foul, then the referee will throw a flag and whistle to stop the play. After that, the penalty is executed and the play will resume. In the same way, we are having some situations in a programming environment. There are some exceptions, there are some errors which occurs during the execution of the program. We have to handle them carefully, otherwise it will interrupt our program or end our program abnormally. To execute or the smooth execution of the program, these exceptions has to be taken care. Exceptions are the error conditions that are going to occur during the execution of the program. There are three words which are used to handle the exceptions. These are try, catch and throw. Try is a block where all the exceptions are handled. Throw is a exception which is going to tell you that something wrong has happened in your program, and try is a block which will take care of this particular exception. So, in our program, if you tackle all the error situations, then the program will end or run smoothly. Exception handling will give the power to the programmer to handle all the error conditions in the program. So, it will handle all the error conditions, it will end the program very smoothly, and it will notify the user if something goes wrong. So, let us start with our module of exception handling. The two types of errors that generally take place are logical errors and syntactic errors. The logical errors are the errors that arise due to poor understanding of the problem, whereas the syntactic errors take place due to poor understanding of the programming language. The other type of problem that usually a program may come across at runtime is considered as exceptions. Some of them can be division by zero, running out of memory or disk space. When a program encounters an exceptional condition, it is important to identify it and deal with it effectively. Here we will study about principles of exception handling, learn exception handling mechanism, get familiar with throwing exceptions, get familiar with catching exceptions. We will study about multiple catch statements. We will learn about catch all exceptions. We will get familiar with rethrowing an exception. We will study about specifying exceptions. We will learn about standard exceptions. We will study about defining new exceptions. What is exception basically? Now let us see. An exception is a problem that occurs during the execution of a program. An exception in C++ language is an answer to an exceptional situation that arises while a program is running. In general, the exceptions are mainly of two types. They are synchronous exceptions and asynchronous exceptions. Now let us see synchronous exceptions. The exceptions which take place during the execution of the program due to some mistake in the input data, or if the procedure is not appropriate to handle the present class of data within the program, are known as synchronous exceptions. The errors such as out of range, overflow, underflow and so on fit into the class of synchronous exceptions. Now let us see the other type of exception, asynchronous exception. The exceptions that are caused by events or mistakes that are unrelated to the program and which are outside the control of the program are called as asynchronous exceptions. The errors such as disk failure, keyboard interrupts, hardware malfunctions and so on fit into the class of asynchronous exceptions. The main idea of exception handling mechanism is to identify and report exceptional situations so that the correct actions can be taken. The mechanism for exception handling is, first one is discover the problem, it is basically called as hit the exception, notify that an error has occurred, it is called as throwing an exception, collect the error information, it is called as catch the exception, take corrective actions, it is called as handle the exception. In general, the error handling code mainly consists of two parts. That is, one part is mainly concerned with the task of identify error and throw exceptions, whereas the other part is mainly concerned with the task to catch the exceptions and to take suitable actions. The exception handling mechanism of C++ programming language takes care of only synchronous exceptions. The benefits of exceptional handling mechanism are: the user will be aware of what are the errors that are occurring in the program. Second, the program will not stop unexpectedly. The mechanism of exception handling in C++ is mainly built upon three keywords. They are try, throw and catch. The try keyword is used to introduce a block of statements which may produce exceptions. This block of statement is called as try block. When an exception is identified, it is thrown using the throw statement in the try block. A catch block is defined by the keyword catch, which catches the exception that is thrown by the throw statement in the try block, and it tries to handle it properly. The catch block that catches an exception has to instantly follow the try block that throws the exception. Now, let us see the syntax of this try, throw and catch block. The syntax is some program statements. Now, the try block will start with a curly braces, some statements will have a statement throw exception, again some statements, try block will end. Catch in bracket type argument, some block of statements and the catch block will end. When the try block tries to throws an exception, the program control tries to leaves the try block and tries to enter the catch statement of the catch block. If the type of object that is thrown matching the argument type in the catch statement, then the catch block is executed for handling the exception. If they do not match, the program is terminated with the help of the abort function, which is executed implicitly by the compiler. When no exception is detected and if it is not thrown, then the control goes to the statement immediately after the catch block, that is catch block is skipped. The mechanism of exception handling can be diagrammatically shown as follows. The try block, it detects and throws the exception with the exception object. Catch block, catch and handles the exception. Now, let us see a simple program that raises a division by 0 exception which is caught in a catch block. We will start with our program hash include iostream using namespace std. We will start with our function. The return type is double. Name of the function is division of numbers in bracket integer num integer denominator. So, two arguments are passed to this particular function and the return type is double. We will start with the function. If denominator is equal to 0, we will throw division by 0 exception and if condition will end. Return numerator divided by denominator and our function will end. Now, we will start with our main function integer main. Here we will declare some variables and assign them some values as integer num equal to 50, integer denominator equal to 0, double answer equal to 0. Now, we will write our try block. Try opening braces answer is equal to division of numbers in bracket num comma den. See out answer ended, the try block will end. Catch and the argument is constant char star message. See error message ended and the catch block will end. Return 0 and our main function will end. Now, when the above code is compiled and executed, it will display the message as division by 0 exception because our den value here is at 0. Throwing exceptions. The throw statements can be used to throw exceptions anywhere within the block of code. The operand of the throw statement tries to decide a type for the exception and can be any expression, and the type of the result of the expression decides the type of exception thrown. Example, throwing an exception when dividing by 0 condition arises. We will write a function as double division of numbers integer num comma integer den. If den equal to 0, throw division by 0 is not allowed. End of the if condition, return num divided by den and the function will end. Catching exceptions. In general, the catch block that is followed by the try block tries to catches any exception. It is possible to specify what type of exception that is to be caught, and that can be determined by the declaration of the exception that appears in parenthesis following the keyword catch. Syntax is try opening braces some code, try block will end, catch exception name X, code to handle the exception and end. Now, let us see a simple program to implement the usage of flow of execution of try and catch block. We will start with our program hash include IOStream using namespace std. We will start with our main function integer main, integer number equal to -1. We will display the message to the user as cout before the try block end L. Now, we will write our try block as try, starting of the try block we will write a statement to the user as cout inside try block end L. If number is less than 0, we will start with the if condition, throw number, cout after throw end L, if condition will end and our try block will end. So, if the number is less than 0, we are throwing the exception in this particular try block. Now, we will write our catch block as catch, the parameter will be integer number, cout exception caught end L and the catch block will end. Now, we will write inside the function as cout after catch will be executed end L, return 0 and our main function will end. When the above code is compiled and executed, it produces the result as before try block, that will be the first message, next inside try block and next is exception caught, and after catch it will be executed. Multiple catch statements. In some conditions, the program code may have more than one conditions to throw an exception. In such cases, there may be situation that more than one catch blocks can be related within the try block. Now, let us see the syntax for multiple catch statement. The syntax will be first the try block opening braces and closing braces, catch type 1 argument opening and closing braces, catch type 2 argument opening and closing braces, so on. You can write multiple catch statements and the last catch type n argument opening and closing braces. When an exception is thrown, the exception handlers are explored in order for an appropriate parameter match. The first handler that gives up the match is executed. After executing the handler, the control then goes to the first statement after the last catch block for that particular try block. When the match is not found, the program is ended, but in some cases, when the arguments of many catch statements go with the type of an exception, then the first handler that matches the exception type is executed. Now, let us see a program to implement the usage of multiple catch statements. We will start with our program hash include IOStream using namespace std. Now, we are going to write here the function as void test in bracket integer n. We will start with the test function. Inside that we are writing now the try block, try, the block will start. If n is equal to 1, throw n, else if n is equal to 0, throw character n, else if n is equal to -1, throw 1.0. Cout end of try block and our try block will end. Now, we are going to have multiple catch blocks here. The first catch block will be catch in bracket character C1, cout caught a character and catch block will end. Second catch block catch integer I1, cout caught an integer, the catch block will end. Catch double D1, cout caught a double and the catch block will end. And the last will write the statement as cout end of try and catch system and our function will end. So, here we are writing multiple catch statements with different parameters as character, integer and double. Now, we will start with our main function integer main, cout testing multiple catches. Now, we are going to write multiple testing cases here as cout n is equal to 1, test 1, cout n equal to 0, test 0, cout n is equal to -1, test -1, cout n is equal to 2, test 2. Return 0 and our main function will end. When the above code is compiled and executed, it will produce the result as testing multiple catches will be the first statement from the main function. N is equal to 0, then it will display the exception as caught an integer, end of try catch system. N is equal to 0, caught a character, end of try catch system. N is equal to -1, caught a double, end of try catch system. N is equal to 2, end of try block, end of try catch system. So, here depending on the parameter passed, a proper catch block is executed. Catching all the exceptions. In some situations, when all the possible type of exceptions cannot be predicted, I may not be able to determine independent catch handlers to catch them. In such situations, a single catch statement is enforced to catch all the exceptions instead of specific type alone. This can be accomplished by defining the catch statement by using ellipse inside the round brackets. In general, it is possible to use the catch with the ellipses statement as a default statement along with other catch handlers, so that it can catch all those exceptions that are not handled explicitly. The syntax is catch in round brackets 3 ellipses, opening and closing braces, and some statements to handle the catch. Now, let us see the program to catch all the exceptions. We will start with our program #include IOStream using namespace std. Now, we will write first the test function as void test in bracket integer x. Inside this function, we are going to write 2 blocks, one is a try block and second is a catch block. So, let us write a try block first, try in bracket integer x. Here, we are going to write 3 if conditions. If x equal to 0, throw x. If x equal to -1, throw character x. If x equal to 1, throw 1.0. Our try block will end. Now, we are going to write a catch block, which is a generic catch block as catch, no parameters, and we are going to write the cout statement here as caught an expression. Our block will end and our function will end. Now, we will write our main function as integer main. Here first we will write down our message to the user as testing generic catch. Now, we will call the test function with 3 different values as test -1, test 0, test 1, return 0, and our program will end. Now, when the above program is compiled and executed, it will produce the output as testing generic catch will be the first statement from the main function. Then it will display 3 statements as caught an exception, caught an exception, caught an exception. Now, let us see the concept of rethrowing an exception. The rethrowing an exception from an exception handler can be made by calling throw by itself with no exception. This causes current exception to be passed on to an outer try catch sequence. An exception can only be rethrown from within the catch block. When an exception is rethrown, it is propagated outward to the next catch block. In such situation, the throw statement can be invoked without any argument. The throw statement causes the existing exception to be thrown to the next enclosing try catch block and is caught by a catch statement that is listed after the surrounding try block. The syntax is throw semicolon. Now, let us see a program to see the usage of concept of rethrowing an exception. We will start with our program #include IOStream using namespace std, void divide numbers double num comma double den. This is a function that we are defining it here. Start of the function cout inside function. Now, we are trying to write the try block, try opening braces, if denominator is equal to 0.0, throw den, else cout result of division operation equal to num divided by den endl end of try block. Catch, now we will start with the catch block. Catch double opening braces, cout caught double inside a function, throw end of catch block, cout end of function, and the function will end. So, here we have written inside the function the try and the catch block. Now, we will start with our main function integer main, cout inside main, try opening braces, divide numbers 10.5 comma 2.0, divide numbers 20.0 0.0, try block will end, catch double start of the catch block, cout caught double inside main, return 0 and the main function will end. Now, when the above code is compiled and executed, it will produce the result as first message that will be displayed to the user is inside main, then inside function, then it will display the result of the division operation 5.25. Here for the first call we have passed the parameters as 10.5 and 2.0. So, it will display the proper result. Then end of function, inside function caught double inside a function, caught double inside main. Now, these are the messages that will be displayed for the divide numbers where the parameters are 20.0 and 0.0. Specifying exceptions. In some situations, it may be possible to control a function to throw only specific type of exceptions. This can be performed by adding up a throw list clause to definition of the function. The syntax is type, function, argument list, throw, type list, opening braces, the body of the function and the closing braces. In this syntax, the type list indicates the type of exceptions that may be thrown. The program will terminate abnormally when any other type of exception is thrown. In order to prevent a function from throwing any exceptions, the task can be done by making the type list empty in the function header line. Syntax is throw and opening closing round brackets. Now, let us see a program to test throw restrictions on the type of exception. Hash include IOStream using namespace std. Now, we are going to write a function as void myTest integer I throw integer character double. So, it is going to throw the exceptions for 3 different data types integer, character and double. Start of the function, if I is equal to 0 throw I, if I is equal to 1 throw A, if I is equal to 2 throw 333.23, end of the function. Now, we will start with our main function integer main opening braces, we will write our try block, try opening braces myTest 0 end of the try block, catch integer I1 start of the catch block, cout caught an integer end of the catch block. So, this is the first catch block. Now, we are going to have the second catch block as catch where the argument will be character C1 start of the catch block, cout caught character /n end of the catch block. Now, we are going to have the third catch block catch double D1 opening braces cout caught double end of the catch block. So, here we have written 3 different catch blocks. Now, we will start with the try block. Now, try opening braces myTest with the parameter 1 end of the try block. Now, the catch statement will follow for that particular try block, catch integer I1 cout caught an integer, catch char C cout caught character, catch double D1 cout caught double, and the catch block will end. Now, we will write again one more try block, try myTest 2 catch integer I1 caught an integer, catch char C1 caught character, catch double D1 caught double, return 0 and the main function will end. When the above code is compiled and executed, it will produce the result as caught an integer, caught character and caught double. Standard exceptions. C++ offers a list of standard exceptions that are defined in exception. Some of the standard exceptions and their description can be represented in the table as follows. Now, here the standard exceptions are given with their description. std : exception, it is an exception and parent class of all the standard C++ exceptions. Standard : logic error, it is an exception that can be detected by reading the code. Standard : invalid argument, it is an exception that is generated due to invalid arguments. Standard : range error, it is an exception that occurs when there is an attempt to store a value which is out of range. Standard length error, it is an exception that is thrown when a big std string is created. Defining new exceptions. It is possible to define exceptions according to the choice of the user's requirement by inheriting and overriding exception class. This will be basically user defined exceptions. The example is struct my own exception : public exception. So, it is inherited from the exception public class. Start constant char star what opening closing round bracket constant throw opening closing round bracket. Return exception in C++, end of the function, end of my exception. Now, let us see a program to implement the usage of exception class. We will start with the program #include iostream, #include exception using namespace std. Now, we will start with our own exception struct my own exception : public exception. We will start with the code constant char star what constant throw, return exception in C++ and structure will end. Now, we will start with our main function integer main try throw my own exception end of try block. Now, we will write our catch block catch my own exception &e stdcout my own exception is called stdendl stdcout e dot what standard endl, the catch block will end. Again we will write one more catch block catch std exception &e cout other exception endl, catch block will end, and here the main function will again end. When the above code is compiled and executed, it will produce the result as my own exception caught exception in C++. Now, let us summarize our module 39 exception handling. Exception is an error which occurs during the execution of the program. Exceptions are mainly of two types: synchronous exceptions and asynchronous exceptions. The errors which occurs because of the input data error or the procedures are not able to handle some class of data are called as synchronous exceptions. The errors which are not in a control of program execution or they are outside from the program execution are called as asynchronous exceptions. The examples such as disk failure, hardware malfunction are the examples of asynchronous exception. An exception is a problem that occurs during the execution of a program. The exception handling mechanism in C++ programming language takes care of only synchronous exceptions. The mechanism of exception handling in C++ is mainly built upon three keywords. They are try, throw and catch. The catch block that catches an exception has to instantly follow the try block that throws the exception. The throw statements can be used to throw exceptions anywhere within the block of code. In general, the catch block that is followed by the try block tries to catches any exception. In some conditions, the program code may have more than one condition to throw an exception. In general, it is possible to use the catch statement as a default statement along with other catch handlers, so that it can catch all exceptions that are not handled explicitly. An exception can only be rethrown from within a catch block. The throw statement causes the existing exception to be thrown to the next enclosing try catch block and is caught by a catch statement that is listed after that surrounding try block. In order to prevent a function from throwing any exception, the task can be done by making the type list empty in the function header line. C++ offers a list of standard exceptions that are defined in exception. It is possible to define exceptions according to the choice of the user's requirement by inheriting and overriding exception class. Thank you.